That was, it's a very interesting journey, but it was a very long journey. And he was in that type for a long time. Because it was a very specific type, because that was the range, that was the culture, and that was how he fit into that picture. Here, foreigner can mean many things. It could mean ally, it could mean adversary, it could mean guest, it could mean traveler, it could mean explorer, it could mean a whole plethora of different types of people. And so, I've looked at a lot of different types of scripts and different types of characters, and I've been like, oh, okay, yeah, I prefer that, or I enjoy this, and then I've actually been able to choose. I've actually been able to say like, I don't know, I think it's a little too stereotypical, or I don't know, I really should do this because it's a really good opportunity and it's not that great as a role, but I can have fun and I can do it, So like, the first thing I ever did was a TV movie for PTS.
Public television.
Yeah, 公视.
Good program.
They do, for the,
Good quality programs.
They do, they really put a lot of heart into it.
Good. Yeah. So once you got your foot in, public TV, I think that's a good start.
Yeah, 就是人生剧展. It was one of those, their annual, I don't know what it's called in English.
Right, I think, okay.
That program that they have.
Yes, sorry, I haven't been watching that much TV anymore, but I've heard of it, Okay, yeah. All right. Great. You're doing mostly what now? Films, documentaries, shorts, or?
In terms of paying work, I've mostly been doing acting, and I've done some hosting.
Oh, okay.
Like I did a National Geographic program last year that came out last year. It was about VR. About the technology and where it is right now and how it's developing in Taiwan.
两个我最喜欢的游戏，一个是叫 Rodator， 你知道这个游戏吗？知道。啊，你知道？然后另外一个新的游戏是 Beat Saber，Beat Saber 你知道吗？
现在还不行。
哎，你怎么不知道 ？Beat Saber 就是那个对音乐的，有点像 Dance Revolution 跟 Fruit Ninja 融合在一起，一心二用的那种感觉。如果你的 coordination 不是特别好，你变成那个恐龙，像我那样，就这种感觉。什么？
今天我推荐给妈妈玩。
然后他要玩，他已经玩了，他喜欢 Beat Saber， 真的，可以给你看影片，他爱上了，他做的还不错。Using normal, advanced and master， 他已经可以玩到 hard。
是妈妈这个待多久？
一阵子。
大概多久？
一段时间。
Oh, really? Okay, I should check that out.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. All of it's on YouTube. I co-hosted with Vivian Dawson. Vivian's a great guy. Yes. Actually, funny story. Vivian and I actually were in the same city at the same time in 2005 when I was 15. Yeah, no, it was a random thing. We were at the press conference. We started talking. And I was like, yeah, oh, you're from New Zealand? That's cool. I've been to New Zealand. Yeah, I went to Rotorua twice when I was 14 and 15 in 04 and 05. He was like, Rotorua? That's where I'm from. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. And so we figured out that the bus that I took from the camp to the school that we went to went through his town every day. So before I even met him, I had actually been in the same town, not the same city, the same town. In New Zealand, in the country,
It's meant to be. It's totally a small world. Yeah. Wow, that is so cool. So anyway, you were co-hosting with him, you're saying?
Yeah,
okay.
We split the programs in half. So I did 4 and he did 4, I think. And then, so yeah, it was an interesting process.
Now, you say you're also a director.
I am. I direct stage mostly.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because acting for stage, especially at like the kind of community level, it really doesn't pay well. In fact, it's very difficult to be paid as an actor on that level. And so I kind of just shied away from it. But I found myself thinking, but actually I could direct because I haven't had many opportunities, and I really don't mind if I'm paid or not for directing because that's not my calling, that's not my job, but it's something that I have learned about.
and it's something you enjoy.
I do. I love being part of a production, being part of the process, and I love coaching and working with other actors.
Right, you say you're going to start some classes about acting. Yeah.
I really enjoyed like the group work I did in undergrad, and I had, we would ask friends, we would ask each other if they would watch us do a piece and then give us critique. We used to do that a lot outside of class, because we built a really good rapport inside the classroom, and that was thanks to the teachers, and it was also thanks to like the material that we were working with, and also the other classmates that we were all open-minded individuals, and we were all thick-skinned enough to be like, yeah, no, give me the bad criticism. I want to get better. So that was really, really nice. And then so when it came to like projects outside of the classroom, or even for like a senior project, a final presentation, performance kind of thing, we would ask each other, hey, do you mind sitting in on this rehearsal and giving me some notes on these actors? Or the actor could go, hey, do you mind if I invite someone to come give me notes on my performance in this scene? Yeah, of course, go for it. And then we all know each other so well. So we all had a good time.
Can be really honest with each other, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And so like, I like to imagine that like I can build that level of trust with a cast or a partner in the scene, and to let them know like, oh yeah, hey, I heard that and that was really cool, but did you think about this? Like, does that fit into this too? What do you think? But that takes time, and it takes really like having like constant exposure and work experience with other people for that to really take off and go somewhere. But yeah, it's something that I want to establish again with people, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it. If I'm going to do one-on-one or group classes, because it's very different. And
what about age group?
Age group adults. I'm going to work with adults. I have volunteered and worked with children in the past, but that's technically an entirely different beast.
Yeah.
And the parents and the teachers that I was working with were just like, let's just play games. It's like, sure. I mean,
It's different from acting.
I mean, they're children, and there's a certain level of expectation, but that's the thing. I didn't major in theater education. I majored in theater. And there's an entirely different branch of academia for teaching children theater, or teaching theater, because you're not just teaching theater, you're teaching psychology.
Yeah.
You're teaching.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing that like theater as a tool that in our society today is really used to help children formulate expressions or formulate thoughts and how to frame their thought or argument in that situation. So a lot of it is a bit more like improvisational games that you do, that you kind of work them into like, oh, well, I have this feeling or this thought right now, and this is what I want to say about it. You're empowering them, but you can't really go, all right, here's your script, here's your lines, I'll see you in 2 weeks, and be off book. You can't really do that with a child.
Right.
So,
You mean that's happened to you?
like as a child?
No, but just like someone give you a script and, well, here's the script and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that'd be the best. I mean, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be really exciting.
Why do I feel like that's a very irresponsible director?
No. I mean, that's what kind of I am right now. Thanks, I guess. No. Sometimes the conditions are just that. Like everyone's a professional, right? So the people that you're working with, they have their own careers and their own jobs they need to worry about, and people have different schedules, they have different lives, and sometimes things happen, and the only thing you can really do is, hey, see you in 2 weeks. Just please be off book. We gotta go straight into blocking. And that's your only choice because of the way the timing is.
So if you say you're going to coach like acting for adults, it could be adults older than you, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You feel totally fine about that?
No, I like to imagine myself as a respectful person, and the idea that like I'm not seeking them out and hey, can I teach you? No, I'm putting the word out there, and if they come, then there's a different relationship there. I'm not going out scouting for students. I'm saying like, hey, I'm interested in doing this. If you're interested in doing this, I'll be here. And I don't really think of myself as a very good acting teacher or a very good actor. I think of myself as someone who has learned a couple of tools. I've accumulated a bag of tools, and that I see that, and I feel that some people don't know that these tools exist. And when I learned them when I was in school, they really helped me in terms of how I'm going to approach a role, or approach a script, or approach, the story that's being shown to me. And I think that, some people know about it or some people don't know about it, but the idea is to kind of figure out, it's also to build a community so that, there is this level of comfort and trust that we can go, hey, I really liked that, but I didn't really like this, I liked that, I liked this, I didn't like that, And then, the trick is to take the good and leave the bad, because in the end, the bad may be right, but you decide how right you want it to be. That's up to you. But the real trick is to, let that guard down and really listen to what's being said to you, because they're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to help you. And I don't hold any kind of expectation of who will come. The idea is that I put the word out there, and if you're interested, I feel very grateful and I'm very happy to have you here. And chances are you'll probably know more about certain things than I do, but these are the things I know. And if they help you, I'm really happy. And if they don't, I'm sorry. But it was really nice having you here.